Guys and dolls, it's Wednesday and it's cold. As you can see, yeah, very cold. So don't think it's 8 o'clock yet. To be honest with you, just walked my wee niece to school there. 8:15. They start at. What's all that about? 8:15 in the morning. Oh, I could never have done that. I never done it anyway. But I would have never been able to do that. 9 o'clock was hard enough for me when I was a wee boy. 8:15, man. Jeez, oh. Kids are walking like zombies. Come on, wee man. So, yeah, again, I'm going to cover a wee video today that I done the other day that I had to take down. And probably it won't be the same, obviously it won't be the same because no two videos would ever be the same. Come on, wee man. What am I going on? Go nice and slow, son. Yeah, so basically that video was about TV and the fact that I don't watch TV no more, and like I haven't had the TV on in a year, and it was gradual, if you know what I mean. It was, and I got to a stage now where I just couldn't find anything. I would never think of anything that I would want to watch on TV. It's really strange, really strange. It's like really alien now, so it is. It's like something that, it's just something that was in my life, like so much, and even in prison in the last sentence, the TVs come into the jails, and yeah, it was like big deal, you know what I mean? Really big deal. But even now, I suppose I would probably watch it if I was in prison, you know what I mean? I don't know what the script is, you know what I mean? Don't know if I don't think I would be using smartphones in the jail. But jailbait, so it is, Yeah, so basically, like YouTube, innit? That's where I'll go for my entertainment. Anything, I have specific channels, so it's good. I can target certain things, and then I can change it up to whatever I feel like. If I want a wee bit of war and stuff, even if you want to watch a film, you know what I mean? It's like everything's there. The one thing I don't watch on YouTube is the news, because the news is just the news from mainstream. And there's no point watching the news in mainstream, guys. There really isn't. And it's not until you leave the news in mainstream, you know, unless you're, and like I've said in one of my videos before, unless you're one of them people that just wants to live in a world of candy floss and sparkles, it's the only way I can put it. Then, yeah, keep watching Sky News and all the rest of it and the papers, because there's two things about the news. It's like the main one is that they don't tell the truth, They never tell the truth. They only tell you what the government want you to know. The Ukraine war was a big one. They kept on going on, especially in the early days, and I thought I was going nuts. I mean, I thought YouTube were like at it. You know what I mean? Just like, and I really did look for like Ukraine doing stuff, and there was stuff there. Don't get me wrong. But there was also stuff there that wasn't Ukraine. It was like something else, but being kidding on to be Ukraine. And because I'd spent so much time watching YouTube after my wife died, I recognised quite a lot of stuff. And I'm like, I've seen that 3 years ago. That's not Ukraine. You know what I mean? It was just the Donbass. It could be a few years ago. Well, maybe a wee bit further back than that. But you know what I'm saying? So, it was like the rhetoric was really terrible. And then, and even still to this day, they won't tell you. Because it's like, I'm not going to go on about the war, but it's so simple, because it's as simple as this. If the government were to let the news tell you the truth of what was going on, right, then we would all be raging that all our money's going over there. They don't tell you like that Zelensky was ready to sign a peace deal with Putin, and it was our government and the American government that said no. And I guess I can't get my head around that. I cannot get my head around that we said no to two other countries signing a peace deal, and all these thousands and thousands of young men gone. Like I say, I think about the mothers and the wives and the girlfriends and their babies. It's fucking horrific. It's like somebody has passed away, it's left a young family behind, and even if you don't know them directly, you're like, wow. You see the loved one and you see them, the child, and you think, oh my God, your heart breaks for them. Well, imagine that thousands and thousands and thousands of times over. It's fucking unbelievable. And like, so that's part of the reason, you know what I mean? Obviously with the news and all, but you could go on and on. It's just one-sided, left-wing, biased nonsense. It really is. And then when you go on to X, because this is my routine. My routine is check the news in the morning, and just like I wouldn't like. This is what I so see what you. My system is set up for news in the morning, breakfast news, lunchtime news, and the evening news. You know, and obviously it had to be bang on. And I know everybody's got recorders and all that now, but with X, it's more flexible. And basically, you've just got to know who to follow because there's people out there that, if you're wanting to look for stuff on immigration, there's particular channels there, right? If you're wanting to look for stuff on knife crime, up to date, what's happening, that you're not hearing anywhere else, there'll be channels there. Politically, if you want to know about reform and what they're doing, there's channels there, like on X, Twitter, and it's not like the old day, guys. It's totally changed. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. It's just down the earth, hard facts, right there. No nonsense. It's brilliant. And the thing is, with X is like they've got this fact check thing, so anybody can do it. And if you see a post and it's untrue, you can put a thing up. I can't mind the name yet. Somebody in the comments, will you stick it up what the name is that Twitter have for fact checking sort of thing. And it's brilliant because then if somebody does put something that's not correct, or maybe it's a wee bit correct, but there's a wee bit not right, there'll be a bit underneath it, So it's really, really good that way. I mean, I don't know. It's almost like you almost don't trust it because it's that good, Why are they being so honest? Why are we getting so? That's what it feels like. But no, you get past that after a while. And like the other thing is like and I'm gonna. This is for entertainment, right? And what's the other one? See, brain gone. And educational purposes, entertainment and educational purposes, right? So, because I'm starting to go a wee bit dark and deep, you know what I mean here. The other problem I have is because what I know, you know. What I know about people with lots of money, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to go all the way into it, right? But celebrities, right? So let's start with basic, normal stuff. So these celebrities have made all this money on the backs of us, right? Generation X guys, you know what I'm talking about. We're talking about all these game shows back in the day, you know what I mean? And it was all working class people, Bullseye, The Price is Right, you know. I could go on. Everything had a working class. It was brilliant. You know what I mean? You had some characters, you know, just guys that were in a pub. Were hard-working guys who've got their chance of winning a wee daft prize. The prizes weren't great. You know what I mean? Some of them were, some of them weren't. You know yourself. Bullseye was a nightmare. It was like, and like all the other ones, Brucey's in Bruce Forthright. Poor boy. Oh, he's there. Yeah, there was loads of things, but it was all working class, and it was amazing. And then what happened was, and you'll recognise this, like, what happened was slowly, at Christmas we got celebrity this and celebrity that, celebrity countdown. Um, and then gradually it was just celebrities. And I've started, like, this is a wee while ago, it started really annoying me because I'm celebrities, you know what I mean? I'm thinking to myself, these people have already made their money, they're already famous, they're celebrities. So why, and then when you look at the nitty gritty, one of the reasons is they just don't want us making it. Because what happened was there was people coming on the telly and they were becoming characters. And you see now with the social media, these characters, if our working class guys were to get on telly now, you would see some amazing characters. And the first thing you would do, you would follow them. You would wonder what social, what they're on, and you would follow them. And then this is a problem. And I know you may think this is I'm on my way out here, but I'm being serious. They really don't want us excelling in anything. They were scared. Look at Tommy. They were scared of more Tommies having all them millions of followers, more following than they have, more respect than they have, more love than they'll ever have. And can you imagine what that's like? Being the prime minister, any prime minister, right? Or being in the top cabinets, and everywhere you go, you're getting booed and heckled. And then you see Tommy Robinson going about and getting hugs. You see the love that the man gets from the public, and then you see the comparison to them. And you got to put it in their shoes, how they feel about that. Trust me, it kills them. It kills them. And this is what worries me. I know I'm back on to Tommy, but I can't help it. I won't be long, guys. That worries me. That it scares me because I know how much they hate it, and you can work the rest out from that one yourselves, guys. But like, you know, these celebrities, like the celebrities, um, they've made so much money, and now we're making them more money because we're all sitting there, and they've got no love for us, no time for us. They throw token stuff to charities, but let's be honest. Look what we're going through right now, and not one of them have said a word. And then you got your likes like Gary Linekers and all the rest of them. You know them all. Your Lily Allens and all that. Harry far left head cases. You know what I mean? Love refugees that much, but they won't go anywhere near them. They won't have them anywhere near their houses or their areas. And this is the thing, because they're not living in working class areas. None of them are, none of them. And they all live in their affluent areas, with all the private education and all that. And another thing, just to quickly jump on to the celebrities of the day, the stars of the day are the kids of the yesterday, So, and working class don't get a chance. We don't get a chance because they don't want us to get a voice. It scares the life out of them. And I promise you, and this goes for anything. This goes in sports, football, snooker, everything. You know, one of the last working class guys in snooker was Ronnie O'Sullivan. One of the last working class guys in football was Gaza. It all come to a stop. They realised. This is why Lewis Hamilton, is where he is. You know what I mean? Because they're all controllable. You got to understand that. There's a lot more to Lewis Hamilton than meets the eye. Believe you me. Believe you me. There's a lot of good men out there in the working class areas that are 100 times better than any of these people in anything. We have guys that are better at snooker, at pool, at football, but they won't ever get a chance because they don't fit the criteria. And I know you might think, oh, the English football club isn't full of the English best footballers. Our best footballers are out in the working class areas. You can see them on a Sunday, as they get older, You can see the skills. We grew up watching these guys, but they don't make it because their dads or their mums or some uncle is involved in drugs or been in prison. And I'm not kidding you on. If you've got a guy from a posh area, right, or an affluent area, yeah, and then you've got another guy from a working class area that's got he's got a bad background for his family, then who do you think are they going to let play? It's no rocket science, you know what I mean? It's you don't need me to tell you this, you really don't. Once you sort of know, you know what I mean? And like, big problem. This is a thing, and it's and the entertainment business is riddled with rungians. If you know, you know, right? But take, for instance, the comedy scene. All these big comics, full of rungions. You know what I mean? I'm not saying anything out here because I've got to be careful. I'm not saying out here right now that hasn't already been said by other higher up, more famous, richer people than me, So, everything I say might not have the receipts. I could probably dig the receipts out for that one, but yeah, the comedy circle thing is full of onions. There's no two ways about it. And we only know that because certain individuals have come out and spoke about it. The rest are quiet. They're always very quiet. And you've got to really wonder what's going on with these places. Let's look at Hollywood, for instance. Let's look at Hollywood. Riddled with satanic child abuse. Riddled with it. I'm not kidding you on. Really bad. And I've got, it's one of them things, they're good. Got to be careful, I have to be so careful. But it's all going to come out. I know it's all going to come out. How much is going to come out, I don't know, Puff Daddy was very close to Epstein, you know what I mean? Epstein, what happened to him? I can't see Puff Daddy getting to say what he wants to say. I don't think he'll make it. I don't know. I don't know. He's either going to be off or he's going to be let off. It's one of the two, you know what I mean? I know everybody's thinking right now, oh, he's, you know what I mean? Just watch this space. Honestly, watch this space. Yes, they brought out the black prosecution guy to give all the big scary words and how they're serious about it and all the rest of it. But let's wait and see what happens at trial, because this is going to trial. This is going to have the biggest lawyers. He isn't pleading guilty to this. He's going to say, I'm taking this to trial. And then you got to think about what's he going to bring out at trial, because he's got the choice to bring whatever he wants out. You know what I'm saying? And you just don't know where this could go. This could go anywhere, you know. So watch it very closely. Probably take a couple of years, you know what I mean? But yeah, a couple of kids. Let these kids get by. So you know, entertainment business, Hollywood, the famous. There's a couple of things there. Morning, guys. There's a couple of things there we could I could pick, you know, and none of them are pretty, guys. None of them are pretty. And you know, it's like this is the thing. So not only do they get money for being famous and all the rest of it, because once they start making money because we've been watching them and supporting them, oh, you know, Michael Barrymore, wasn't he such a lovable character? Wrong yin, wrong yin, big time, you know. And there's receipts for that one, like, you know, his name's floating about with the best, the top, you know. And you got the royal family and all that connected in. And I'm a royalist. I was a royalist. I loved the royal family. But, you know, I never knew what I knew. If I'd have knew, you know, Prince Andrew, I thought, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's a lot more serious. And I've got to be careful what I say. Because this is extremely, extremely dangerous because it's so extremely, extremely serious. Oh, I could say things and you would turn off. You would go, speed him, Dad. No, he's lost it now, you know what I mean? So there's no point, you know what I mean? There's no point. And, yeah, it's all intertwined, you know what I mean? It's all connected and it's all blackmail. It's all, you know, like I say, what happens is there'll be a party. And you're talking, these are millionaires' parties, you know what I mean? These aren't like our parties, you know? These are millionaire parties. And these are millionaires that have done everything, seen everything, been everywhere, tasted everything, drank everything. There's nothing left for them. There's no ambitions. There's no dreams. There's no... they've got nothing. You imagine getting up in the morning and I've done everything in the world. Like 5 or 6 times. Everything that you've ever wanted to do. You own everything that you ever wanted to own. I don't think people really understand what that would be like for the mind. Because I think it's amazing that we've got dreams and ambitions. And if we win the lottery, this is what we're going to do with it. And if this happens, that's an amazing thing to have, believe it or not. The worst is not having it. I promise you. I've never been in that situation. You know, I've done all right in my life and I've had plenty of money at times, you know. But no, money never stays with me, you know. I'm a too nice, too good a person. Go on, boy. And these ones have got everything, you know. And then they go to a party, right? And there's a room. And in that room, some bad shit's happening. And they're away with it. They're on the £3,000 bottles of bubbly and God knows what type of Charlie or whatever else, you know what I mean? They're on it, you know what I mean? And God knows what them celebrities get up to, what kind of things that they take that way, you know? It isn't the old council stuff anyway, you know? And they'll go into this room and they'll get involved. And then a couple of days later they'll be approached and they'll say, we're having a ritual. You're invited. And they'll go, oh, no, it's too heavy for me. That's all a bit mental for me. And they'd go like that with a camera footage or a photograph. And they go, once you're in, you're in. And this is the way it is. This is how they get them in. You got to understand that. Once you go down that road and commit that kind of thing, mentally, you know, if you're not that way and something's happened, you know, at the end of the day, it's a tricky one. You know, I don't care what state I was in. I would fucking be, sorry. There'd be problems, let's put it like that. There would be big problems, you know, for everybody. If I was to see something like that, and that's, you know, and that's just the way we are, you know, us working class. I like to believe. But these guys, they're different than us. They're different than us. For starters, they don't have the ganulas that we have, you know. They're only there because they've got a break. Most of them have done something. They've sold their soul. You know, if it's women or whether if it's a boy or a man, they've sold their soul. Because these big companies like your Weinsteins and all that and all the rest of them, I've said this up before, predators will always get themselves in positions where they can be predators. You know, if I knew I was going to be a bank robber when I was young, you know, I would have got myself in a position where I was working for Securicor or somebody like that, you know what I mean? And just take a van with 8 million, you know what I mean? But obviously, it doesn't work like that. But these guys know, they know. I believe they know, these people know. You don't just become, you either are or you aren't, And so that's how they work. That's how they get it. That's how there's so much silence. Got to understand that. That's how there's so much silence. It's a beautiful day. Still a bit of the ground's very, very wet. But what a beautiful day to be talking about something so horrible, you know what I mean? Because it is. And maybe you don't think it's not horrible but it's horrible for me because I know different things, When I'm talking about this, I'm seeing things differently than what I'm actually saying. I'm having to hold back quite a lot and stuff like that. And so this is the thing. This is how it all works. And they go out of their way because everybody thinks that, these wee thingy rings will be quite small. It's no. They can't afford it to be small. It has to be big, massive. Everybody's got to be involved. Not everybody, the people that matter. Very important people, like your Jay-Z's, your Beyonce, the big, big superstars, I'm not going to say any names over here. I'm just going to tell you names that are just floating about right now. Your Puff Daddies. Certain individuals, they have certain individuals and they lock them down. Once they lock the big names down, the wee small names will follow the big names. Trust me on that. Because the bigger names have brought the weer names up and the weer names have brought the even smaller names. Everybody owes somebody. You get me? That's the way it works in these places. Everybody owes somebody. None of these people have got their through. Some of them, one or two, have got their through hard work and perseverance. Most of them have got there by jumping down and going down onto their knees. You understand? And just goes downhill from there. But what I'm trying to say is once they've got them, they've got them. There's no getting out. And it's bigger than you think, guys. It really is. It's huge. It's really huge. We're talking, yeah, and you got to. This is why the judges are involved. You got to understand this as well. Sorry, my nose is running. It's fucking freezing. This is why because they need the judges. This is why the CP's involved because they're not going to go for postmen or builders, or they're not going to go for the wee ones in EastEnders or Brookside or whatever. They go for people who they need. If you're of use to them, you control something. That's the way it works, And once these guys are in, once these guys cross that line, there's no going back. You got to understand, these people have evidence. These are bigger, 1,000 times bigger than the person that they're talking to. So these people are looking up to them. And there's no chance they're going to go to the newspapers and go, they're blackmailing me. I went with a child and now they're blackmailing. Of course they're not. Who's going to do that? Sake. So once that's initial, that's it. There's no limit. And these people will, and some of the big people that are involved at the very top don't even need to do anything. All they're doing is making sure everybody else is doing it. Some people aren't even into it. They're not even like that themselves, but they know if they get other people to be like that, they've got them. They've got control. And this is a problem. And this is why we need to get working class people in. You get me? And this is the reason why I don't think that will ever happen, God, And that's sad, and I don't like saying that, but I'm going to always be honest and thingy with you. I'm not going to be one of them is like just because I want it to happen, I'm going to say, yes, one day. I am trying my hardest to do this, but that's all I can do is try, Awareness, it's all about awareness. I'm going to put it this side, guys, like that, please. Just hope you can still hear me okay. The mic's further away now, you see. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't entertain telly anymore, because I've had an awakening. Everything's, the penny's dropped. And it's horrific. It's horrific. And like I say, these celebrities, you're just paying them every time you go on the strictly celebrity this, celebrity that. Don't stop it. Why? You get your Donny Dyers that run about kidding on their this and that when they've done nothing but let the working class down. They have done nothing but be snakes. Same as your man, I couldn't get his name the last time. Grant Mitchell of the EastEnders. Ross Kemp. Another snake. Kids on, he's one of the boys. I'm one of the boys and I'm one of the working class. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You sold your soul, mate. Sold your soul. If you were one of us, you would come out. You'd be speaking for what any working class celebrity that comes, any of them. If you're saying you're working class, you would be like Katie Hopkins. You know, I don't even know if Katie Hopkins is working class, but my God, what a legend! What a bloody legend! Jeez, oh man, some people need to take a book out of her, a leaf out of her book, guys. Honestly, Katie Hopkins is amazing, absolutely amazing. And you know, dark, satanic, well, not satanic, satirical humour. I don't know the word, but you know, that's how she goes. That's how she's always been. But now she's become a patriot, you know, because she can see. And this is the thing, Katie isn't bought. You know, and this is all you know, and this is an appeal. I know this isn't, I'm not stupid, right, guys? But, like, just in case, this is an appeal to all celebrities. If you were born and bred in the working class, come back and help us, you know. If you can't come back and help us, it's just going to show us that you've been bought. You've sold your soul, you know. That's all it is. And at the end of the day, nothing's going to happen, you know. You know, nothing's going to happen. You're still going to have your money. You're not going to go to jail. Or nobody's going to hunt you down and all that craziness, you know. This means nothing to you, you know. But I think it's important that you know. The working class people are starting to get a lot wiser. And we're starting to realise what's going on with everything. And you're implicit. All you celebrities, because we're down here. We're way down here. Right? You are up there. You can see everywhere. Right? We can't even see past the grass. We can't even see past the long grass. You're up there looking right across that field. You can see everything. And you've been like that. You've been like that because you've sold your soul. You know? You haven't had the fucking sense to go and just make your money, get yourselves sorted out, and then come back to us and fight the cause and do something moral. Instead of giving tokens to children in need and all that. You know, you're giving money to charities that's not even going to British kids. A token's going to British kids and the rest is going abroad. Every child in need's getting it apart from our kids. You know, I mean, they stop me in Band Aid, guys. All them millions we sent to Africa and they used them in guns. Well done, Bob Geldof. But no, it's quite serious. It is quite serious, guys. These guys know what's going on in our country. They can see it. You know, they hear us all screaming out for help and they're all silent. Jim Davison, fair play to him, you know. Another great guy. Hasn't been bought. Hasn't sold his soul. Yeah, it's so easy. This is what I'm saying, guys. You know, all these people, all these comics that you see and you love, they're all serious wrongins. They're all involved in all sorts of bad stuff. They're all really bad people. I know guys that are funny. Right? I've met them. They're in the jail. And they're the funniest guys you'll ever meet, but they're evil. Yeah, and that's how they're funny, because they think of all the dark things and they say things that, you know, it's that bad. You're like, you can't do nothing but laugh. You know what I mean? Because if it's really dark and really bad, and you think, oh, I've got to laugh to make that funny. You know, the good in you is trying to get rid of the bad thing that's been said by laughing. It's your way of sort of cancelling it out. But basically, they're fucking evil people. You know, and that's the type of people I've met in my life that are really funny, great with the one-liners and all that, quick. You know what I mean? And everybody's laughing at them. Most of them people are bad. They're bad to the core, you know. And there's a lot of bad stuff going on in our celebrity world right now. And like, you don't need to watch them anymore. This is the thing. You can select whatever you want to watch anytime you want to watch. You can have your day set out the way you want it, not the way they want it, not the way they schedule. You got to watch TV at this time. You got to watch the news at that time. No, you don't. You can watch the news anytime you want. You can watch whatever news you want from any citizen journalist, you know. Aye, so I'm not going to go on and on, guys. How long have we got? 30 minutes. That's no bad. And like I say, you know, I don't do this for, you know, I know some of these can't be asked for the long videos, and I'm sorry, and I will do a shorter video for this afternoon. But I know some of my followers do like the longer videos, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I just feel like, to me, what's the best, right? So the best for me is if I can do a longer video and give somebody a break and or whatever. I don't know what way you look at this. If it was me, I would suppose I would look forward to waiting for his video. Um, like DJE Media, I used to always look forward to him bringing it. I used to always look forward to a video coming out. Especially when they do them daily, or some guys do 5 a week and don't do any at the weekend. You know what I mean? Or some only do once a week, once a month. You know what I mean? And once you get used to it, you can and it's good. You can work everything around your day. You can put in, if you know you've got a half an hour to wait at the doctor's, you can watch a wee 20-minute video of one of your favourite YouTubers, or you can go to the X and watch your favourite a citizen journalist that brings you the daily news, the news that the Sky News, BBC, they won't touch it, and it's news that we need to know about. It'll be news about something happening in our country that's really, really bad, and we've been climatised. This is the thing. We've been really things that would happen 20 years ago that would be headline news that would probably run for 2 days and there'd be all sorts of angles on it is now hardly getting mentioned. And that's really, really scary. And we have been climatised. The way it's happened, the way they've moved to change everything around is quite scary. They've done it right in front of you all, and nobody's really noticed it. But when you think about it, when you see the thing I talked about yesterday, that young lad, I don't even remember that being on the news. Don't even know. It was last year, but I don't remember it. Young soldier getting killed by an Afghani guy that came in pretending to be a child. And the coroner says there should be no public inquiry. It doesn't make any sense. Thomas Roberts, guys, don't forget that name. So TV, definitely no need for TV. And I know there's loads of people. I've got a funny feel most of the people watching this are exactly like me, And it's just trying to get, this is my suggestion to you guys. This is how it works, You've got to tell people that listen to you exactly what I'm saying to you here and get everybody to turn off, And it's not about TV. I don't expect many people are paying TV licenses anymore anyway. I've never paid a TV license in my life. Never in my life. And I've never had any trouble from nobody. I mean, they just stole it. I don't even open the letters. You can tell it's from them and you just throw them in the bin. It's nuts. But they don't, they see this is a thing. A lot of them won't come near me, They go to the old folk. They target certain people. The most vulnerable. This is the people with mental health, really bad people. Like, that's who, they've got no problem. Have you got a TV license? Have you got your TVs on? Like really old people that don't know any better. And that's what they do. And it's horrible. And I could go on and on about stuff like that where, this is new. I like that. You put sticks in. I don't know if you can see it, one there, one there. I think it's to stop motorbikes maybe getting in. Don't you get many motorbikes here. Oh, it's a buzzard. Listen, that's a buzzard. That's a baby buzzard. So what's happened is, you'll hear quite a lot when I'm coming through this, but the mum and dad have went away. Because obviously once they get to a certain age, the mum and dad's got to leave them because they've got to learn to fend for themselves. So what happens is they cry for like weeks waiting for their mum because they're used to getting fed. But they're quite big birds, you know what I mean? I'll never be able to see it. This is the thing there. They're massive big birds, but you never really see them unless they fly over you. But he'll sit and cry, so he will, for weeks. And it'll get worse than that. I won't be able to hear myself think, coming through here, because he starts to get really desperate. But it's heartbreaking, so it is. Now, I want to come and bring him food, but you just can't get involved, can you? It's all got to be done. Nature have its way, sort of thing. But I'm just going to let this run a wee bit more. You know what I mean? So that's my point about the celebrities. And if it's, they're all wrongins. They're all wrongins. And it's not just what they're getting up to and everything that they're involved in. It's also the way they behaved towards us. And that's the most unforgivable thing. The silence, the silence. They see the two-tier. They must have been horrified. But then, this is another thing, right? I don't know if anybody's seen that Kamala Harris thing with Oprah Winfrey, or whatever her name is. You know who I'm talking about. Oprah. And all the celebrities they had on the big screen. So they had this big screen with hundreds of celebrities in America. Like Ben Stiller. Just all your woke. And this is what you got to understand. All these people up there are terrified. Could you imagine, right? This is exactly how it is, right? Now, the last time Trump got in, he didn't create any waves, right? Because that wasn't the kind of guy he was. This time, it's totally different. And they know that. They know that, right? So they are terrified. So could you imagine we had, say, Tommy Robinson, right? Running for Prime Minister, right? And, yeah, you had somebody like up against Keir Starmer, right? This is what they would do. See, all our celebrities, all the ones that do, like Hollywood, I don't know what else is, what do they call it here? Let's just say Hollywood, right? Any celebrity at all in the Western world, we'll call them Hollywood stars, right? Just for sake, just keep everything right so we know what we're talking about. See, all our British Hollywood stars, they would all be up on that screen. All with all the big fake smiles and, Kirst, yeah, we're gonna. And I swear to God, you know why? Because they'd be terrified. Because once somebody like us got in the power, we would know all the secrets. They wouldn't be able to hide it. Working class guy gets in the power, he gets everything, all the secrets from MI5, MI6, everything. All the grooming gangs. Where are you, wee one? Sorry, guys. Yeah, it would all be there. All the judges, politicians, right back. You know what I mean? Right back. And that's why working class will never get in the power. Because of that thing. Just because of that. And, yeah, they would all be bricking it. Every celebrity in our country would be bricking it. And they would all be doing that. Coming and supporting Keir on their wee screens. Yeah, we're behind you. Telling, because in their head they think everybody still supports them. Over here, yeah, we've still got a lot of people don't go on the internet, you know what I mean? And it's not, the government don't want us all going on the internet. They can see what's going on. They're panicking. They are panicking. And these celebrities are panicking. Anything like this popping up, they start panicking. And that's why it's so dangerous, because they are so powerful. Who am I? Who am I? You know what I mean? I'm just a guy in a forest. I got no chance against these people. If they came for me, I'd be done. I wouldn't. Whatever they wanted, whether they wanted to set me up, put me in a hole, and that's the truth of it, you know what I mean? It's quite scary, like. But that's exactly where we're at. Yeah, that's the way it is in Britain and in America. It's like, of course, well, think about it. What would you do if you were involved in all this and you were ahead of it? Who can do you the damage? These people at the very, very top, the world leaders, who can do them the damage? We can't touch them. We're just irrelevant ants to them. But celebrities, Andrew Tate, Tommy Robinson, people with huge followings can do them the damage. And they know that. Superstars. Jay-Z. What do you call that thing that always doing the devil signs, the curly hair girl, icy or something like that? There's loads of them, and they're all doing the devil signs. You look at Prince Charles's portrait, that was demonic. There's a big turn where they actually think that because they're doing so well, it's because of the devil, it's because of the evil forces. But this is the thing that they don't get. This is the thing that they don't get. They'll be punished for that later on. Do you honestly think that the creator, whoever it is, whether it's male, female, animal, android, computer, alien, whatever you think the creator is, right? God above that's in the Bible. Do you honestly think these people, when they leave this realm, this world, are going to be rewarded after their behaviour? They had a choice when they came to this world, right? They had a choice of two things, good and bad. Yeah, simple as that. Good and bad. They had a choice. They could either be famous and promote God, love, peace and equality, or they could have made famous and promoted evil. Because we all know the devil is bad. Demons, everything, it's all bad. There's nothing good about it, And for them to do that, all of them, so many of them, so they're doing rituals on stages at their lives, All of them. Look at Sam, that Sam guy. won X Factor and become an absolute crackpot. Wore latex and put his name down, guys. See, once I get editing properly, I'm gonna show you wee clips. I'd love to be able to do that. Like, so when I'm talking, I'll be able to put it up, and you can see exactly who I'm talking about. Maybe a wee article that you can read as well quickly, because you can pause the video, get a wee quick read, press play again. You know, that's where I want to be. That's the plan. And sun's going to be behind me, guys, but I'm going to try and keep it down here so it don't dazzle wazzle yous. This is the field where they were doing the baling the other day. Yeah, that's they're all at it, you know. And like, this is what I keep saying. I say this to everybody: it's your choice. And the reason why you've got a choice is because if we all knew how bad it would be if you worshipped the devil or done bad things and was just a pure animal or a nasty human being, if you knew that you're going to have a hell, that whatever your deepest and worst fears are, it's going to be eternal and it's going to play over and over and it's going to be horrific. You know, you think time is going slow in this country sometimes, in this world. You do not know what's ahead. These people do not know what's ahead of them. They've got an eternity of hell to come. And the thing is, if they knew that, they wouldn't do what they're doing. They'd be squeaky clean. They'd be giving it, oh, I love God. And they'd be doing these concerts thinking about God. Yeah, of course they would, you know. And this is the whole point. If anything, no matter what religion you are, no matter who you are, no matter your outlook in life, it's the one major point you got to think about in life. We have a choice. The big thing about this place and where we are is that we have the choice to do and behave whatever way we feel like, right? And you can be bad and do all the rest of it, or you can be good and be loving, right? That's your choice, right? And that's the whole point of this place, yeah? Because there would be no other way to work it out, you know? Because when people know something, they're going to act in a certain way, yeah? And even though I'm saying to them, you know, this is the best about it. They're being told the way you're behaving, you're going to go to hell. You're going to go to hell doing that, you know. And like I say, you can do bad things and not be bad. Trust me in that. It's not. It's really. It's not complicated, but it is in a way, you know. Because there's people that's maybe killed people. I don't know about killing people. That's taking a life is a big thing. It's the body, you know, the soul, everything here. That's a lot of work went into this, and whoever created it won't be happy that you've just off somebody or offed yourself. So I'm gonna stick to what I think, and that's not a good idea. But what I'm trying to say to you is there is people out there that have done really bad things, and there's a good chance they could go to wherever the good place goes. Wherever. I'm not going to say heaven because we don't know. I don't know, but it's just a really good place. Now, I'm going to tell you something, right? And I haven't told many people this, you know. I've told maybe 2 people this. I get feelings every now and again. And please, I swear on my mother's grave, I'm not making stuff up or nothing like that, you know what I mean? I get these feelings, and they last for, it's the quickest, I can't put a hingy on it. Like, if we say a split second, I think it's even quicker than that, you know? It comes and it goes. And it's a feeling of euphoria. It's a feeling of love. It's a feeling of delight. It's a feeling of ecstasy. It's a feeling of comfort. It's a feeling of warmth. That's the best I can do. It comes and it goes. And it's like, I mean, it's the most amazing feeling. And we don't have this. I don't know what it is, but I don't know what it is, guys. You know, it's really strange. And so there is more. I promise you there is more. What we feel on this planet right now, on this earth, and this body is nothing compared to what we can feel outside it. That's me personally, right? That's what I think, you know. So these people have had a choice. You've been brought onto this planet, you've been given this body, you can do anything you want, you can say anything you want, you can behave any way you want. You've had the choice. And that's where the judgment comes in. Because you're going to be judged on how you behave, you know. And you're either good in here or you're bad in here. So guys, I'm going to wrap it up with that. I'm going to leave you with that thought. Boy, why are you going over there? You never go over there. Come on. Go over there. Come on, my boy. Come on. What are you doing in there? We never go in there. Come on, let's go. Good boy. Maybe got a wee smell of a rabbit or something. You know, just don't think he would do everything to a rabbit but bite it. Or you know what I mean. He's a wee stud like so that's all he really knows. Don't mind me, man. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there, guys. Because I know there's a lot of good people watching my videos, and I want to reassure you guys. And I want you to feel good that you are good. I want you to know that as well. I want you to give yourselves a pat on the back because I bet it's been really challenging over the years, and I bet there's times when you maybe feel as if you've been bad, but you got to understand there's reasons why we do things. We're not perfect. We were this is like it's like an out of control AI. It's like this is what it's like. It's not as easy as people think. We are humans. We make mistakes. You know what I mean? Um, don't knock yourself if you feel you've done some bad things. It doesn't mean you're bad. Circumstances arise in this life to people, especially in younger life, that creates things. Like I say, this is the wee brother. This isn't you're in here. As long as you're good in here, if you're good in here, you know, you get me. If you feel sorry for people, you feel love for people, you get emotional when you see things. You'll know if you're good in here. You know. And some people can be emotionless as well. So like there's so much, but at the end of the day, guys, hang in there. You know, just because you see all these people making so much money and the way they're behaving, that's going to come back and bite them one day. And you're going to see that because we're all going to see them. You are. I promise you, you're all going to see them. Yeah, all you good people are going to see these people. You're going to see them burn in hell. Honestly. And that's a metaphor, by the way. Burning hell. I'm going to say that is a metaphor because, you know, I think a lot of things have been lost in translation. There's a lot of mubbly jubbly stuff. Nobody really knows what's right, what's wrong right now because there's so many years have passed. And I'm not going to tell people that you've got to go by the Bible or anything. It's fucking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old. It was written by about, I don't know, 20 or 30 different people. It's like, come on. The Ten Commandments are like social policies, you know what I mean? Man, thus must not steal, man, thus must not go with his neighbour's wife, man, thus not murder. It's like fucking like a court of law. So it's obvious it's been put down because we were fucking nuts, weren't we? Civilization left the reign on its own when we're all just, you fancy a woman, you just killed their boyfriend. Oh, you're with me now. That was the kind of thing that probably went on back thousands of years ago, So there had to be laws. Somebody had to say, right, we need to get this. Right, that's Bible, get that in there. Ten Commandments, they'll all behave themselves. So yeah, something like that. But at the end of the day, if you're good, you're good. You're bad, guys. Listen, I'm gonna take my gloves off. Got my gloves on. Found them yesterday. Need to take them off to turn this off. Have a really good day, guys. Just a wee video, you know what I mean? It's more like trying to cover what I covered in the video I took down. I'm sorry if we've already heard all this. I hope I've thrown a wee bit of a different thingy on it, and I've added a wee thing about, about good and bad and all that. And I hope it's a wee bit interesting. I don't know, it's interesting to me, you know what I mean? Because I never hear anybody else saying it. This is me. This is what I've grew up with. This is the thoughts of a solitary confinement. I promise you. Everything that's in my head is basically what I've picked. Obviously, I pick things up here and there, you know what I mean? And there's probably stuff that I'm saying that I have seen somewhere else and I don't realise it. So please don't hold me down and everything. I do try my best, you know what I mean? I promise you on my mother's life, I wouldn't bring you any lies. If I make mistakes, it's just a mistake, you know what I mean? Like I say, I'm not perfect. But I really love you all, guys. I really love that you get this far and that you enjoy my videos because you're just telling me. So thank you so much and have a really good Wednesday. And I hope you don't get too much rain down in England. And God bless you all.